did have a wonderful time, Stinky, and I must say that having a dip in the ocean certainly did cool me down, although I'm awfully hot again. We'll have to go for another swim soon. Oh, it's the poppets. Hello, my little poppets, and welcome to story time. Well, Stinky and I have just come back from the beach. We've had a rather wonderfully long day at the beach, and we've been swimming and looking in rock pools and making sand castles on the sand. And Stinky's particularly good at making sand castles, my little poppets. He's very, very good at that indeed. And finding shells and of course seaweed to decorate the sand castle. And it was a perfect day to go to the beach because it is dreadfully hot here today, awfully hot. And I was lovely and cool in the water, but I'm feeling a little bit hot again since we've come home. But anyway, that's what it's like here in Australia. In the summertime, I have to say it is dreadfully hot here, but that's just the way it is. So it's wonderful to go to the beach. Well, speaking of the beach, my dear poppets, when we were there, Stinky, oh, he's still in there, dear. Can you see him? Yes, my dear poppets. I'm going to pick it up so you can see. When we were walking along the beach, we found a rather large shell. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a little sort of claw sticking out there. And there's a crab. Oh, he just moved. There's a crab inside. And I didn't really know he was in there until we got the shell home. But I don't know, we might have to take him back, I think, because he's not going to be very happy in the shell here, so we might have to take him back to the beach. Luckily, we don't live too far from the beach, so I think we'll be able to do that a little bit later. Well, Stinky, I'll pop you down, dear, and you can get nice and comfy, and we'll get on with today's book. All right then? Yes, good boy. I think he's rather tired, my dear poppets, after all that swimming and activity at the beach. And today's story is called, my little poppets, Sharing a Shell. And it does look like a wonderful one, I have to say. Sharing a shell with a lovely crab on the front there. And this is a new one. I haven't seen this one before. And here we go, my little poppets. Look, a crab with no shell, running along by the sea, tap, tap, tap. You can't come in, you can't share a shell with me, or me, or me, or me. Well, poor Mr. Crab there, he's looking for a shell to crawl inside. But those other sea creatures there on the beach, I don't think they're going to share their shell with him. Well, I hope he finds one of his own. Look, a gull with a wide open beak. Run for your life, crab, hide. At last in a pool, an empty shell. Quick, crab, scuttle inside. Once crab safe in his shell under the summer sun, roaming all over the rock pool in his wonderful home for one. And there he is there in the rock pool, lovely and cool and safe from the seagull. And you do see lots of seagulls at the beach. It's good to take some bread and you can give that to the seagulls. And I particularly like the rock pools, my little poppet. You see lots of wonderful things in the rock pools. Look, a blob, a bright purple blob. What can this blob thing be? Go away, blob, whoever you are. You can't share a shell with me. I'm an anemone, not a blob. Please let me share your shell. Give me a ride to look for some food and perhaps I can help you as well. And there he is there. Well, perhaps Crab has made a new friend. Let's hope so. And they can share the shell together. Although Crab doesn't look very pleased, I have to say. Look, a fish with jaws open wide. Fresh crab for dinner, here goes. Out shoots a tentacle quick as a flash, stinging the fish on the nose. Yes, well, the anemone has given the fish a dreadful sting there on the tip of his nose, so perhaps that will scare him off and he won't want to eat those two for dinner or for lunch. He has got rather sharp teeth, I have to say, that fellow. Two friends sharing a shell under a sky of blue, romping all over the rock pool in their wonderful home for two. And there they are again in the rock pool. Lots of other creatures there. It's a school of fish swimming by and it does look lovely and cool, I have to say. Wonderful, wonderful place to be for the crab. Look, a brush thing trying to get in, wiggling and making a fuss. Go away, brush, whoever you are. You can't share a shell with us. I'm not a brush, I'm a bristle worm. Please let me in, don't be mean. I love doing housework, I'll suck up the scraps and keep the shell lovely and clean. And there's the bristle worm there, and he wants to move into the shell with the other two. I wonder if they'll let him move in, I don't know. And he says he'll keep the shell lovely and clean. 3 friends sharing a shell down by the sparkling sea, frolicking all around the rock pool in their wonderful home for 3. And there they are there in the rock pool again, having a wonderful time away from the hot sun and the lovely cool water. And some starfish there too, and lots of seaweed. But look how they've grown. The shell is too small. You're getting too heavy, says Crab. I'm fed up with being your taxi. It's time that you found a new cab. Really, says Blob, how ungrateful. Here I am slaving away, scaring off all the fishes. If that's how you feel, I won't stay. Well, he's very upset. And he thinks that Crab is being very ungrateful. Not happy at all. So he's moving out by the looks of things. Peace, cries Brush, but nobody hears. The other 2 creatures split up. Blob finds an empty ice cream tub. Crab finds a nice paper cup. Crab in the cup, Blob on the tub. Each one pretends to be glad. Brush, doing both lots of housework, knows they are lonely and sad. So they've moved out, but they're not very happy. I think they were better off or a bit happier before, I think. They're not happy at all. Silly old Crab. Look, a storm, a terrible storm, crashing and flashing all night. 2 homes smashed on the rocks. Oh, what a terrible sight. And there's a dreadful storm there. There's lightning and thunder clouds and great big waves crashing onto the shore. Look at that. Yes, I don't think you'd want to be in the sea during a storm. It'd be quite frightening, I would imagine. But look, a shell, a beautiful shell. Crab and anemone stare. Too shy to speak to each other, too proud to say, shall we share? Listen, a voice, and out pokes a head from the whelk shell washed up by the foam. It's ready, I've done all the housework. Climb on in, come on in. Welcome home. Oh, I do like that. There he is there. And he's telling them to move in, it's okay. 3 friends sharing a shell, happy as housemates can be, rocketing all round the rock pool in their wonderful home for 3. Well, they've worked out their differences, my dear sweet poppets, and now they're all friends again, which is wonderful, living in the same shell. Up in the lovely cool ocean. The end! And that was called Sharing a Shell. What a wonderful book, I have to say. And perfect, my dear poppets, for today. Although I am feeling rather hot again, I have to say. Well, Stinky, wake up, dear. Sound asleep down there. Did you enjoy the story, dear? You did? Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad you enjoyed it. What's that? You're still very tired. Yes, well, we did do a lot of walking on the beach, didn't we? And we collected lots of shells. And yes, he's still in there. So I think, should I get him out and have a look? He might nip me. Yes, he might nip me, but I'll try and be careful. I'll see if I can get him out. So I'll put this here. Oh, I don't know. I might put the shell down and I'll see if I can. Oh, I'm getting him out, dear. Oh, careful, Stinky. You hold him there. Oh, yes. He doesn't seem very happy to me. Oh, Stinky, be careful. He looks. Ah! Oh, he bit me. Oh, my finger. Oh! Oh! What's that? I shouldn't have picked him up. No, I shouldn't have. Oh, where's he gone? Oh, he's on my shoe. Oh, Lord. Wait a moment. Oh, no, he's scuttled there under the sofa there. Oh, we'll have to catch him later and take him back to the beach. Well, my little poppets, I'm afraid we're going to have to go. We've got a crab on the loose. I wasn't expecting him to do that. Oh, and now I've got a very sore finger. Anyway, I hope. Oh, he's moving about. I hope you enjoyed that story. I certainly did, apart from the crab incident there. Oh, I'm a bit nervous. I have to tuck my feet round the side. Perhaps you could go to the beach and look for a crab, or build a sand castle, or go for a swim. And as always, take care. And until next time.